Hey Banditos, we are back in action, and the First Descendant has just dropped 2 shiny new ultimate mods, No Retreat and Biosync Shield. Both are pretty sweet, but one of them turns you into an absolute beast. Can you guess which? Today we're breaking down what these mods do, why you need them, and how to get your hands on them fast. Also, quick heads up, Hotfix 1.13 has been out for a few days, and if you haven't caught up on it yet, check out my video where I cover the whole thing. But today, it's all about those mods, No Retreat and Biosync Shield. Let's get into it.
Tux makes it exciting!
First up, No Retreat. This mod is for attacking an enemy with a hard-hitting skill. It consumes all your shields to deal extra damage based on how much shield you had. The additional damage starts at 8.5%, but it scales up to 4% more depending on the shield consumed, maxing out at a 10,000 shield. So after activation, you start restoring shield at 1.5% per second for 30 seconds. Cooldown, also 30 seconds. So it's pretty balanced between damage and healing. The base cost is 6 mod slots, and after sinking some gold into it, it jumps to 11 slots, and your extra damage scales up to 17% from 4 to 17. Yeah, sounds nice, right? But is it worth it? Well, let's see. First, let me tell you how to get it. I tried crafting this mod through some combinations, but honestly, spending all that gold, not really my vibe. So I farmed the Executioner boss on hard mode using Haley, and boom, got it in around 10 rounds. Not too shabby. A few things to know after testing. So No Retreat has its own damage number, so you can track it easily. The cooldown mainly applies to the damage, not the healing. Here's why. You dump all your shield for that big hit only when attacking an enemy. If you miss, congrats, you get another shot. It's not wasted. And when you're on cooldown, you're healing up. So it's a cycle. Big damage, heal, repeat. But here's where it gets tricky. The mod doesn't work for every Descendant or every skill. For Haley though, it's a good option with her Storm Snare skill, which is a one-shot kind of deal. So loading that up with extra damage is pretty nice. You can also pair it with her Zenith sniper, and that first shot is gonna hit hard. But if your playstyle requires multiple skills that both do damage, like throwing out cryo rounds before using Zenith, No Retreat's extra damage pretty much goes to waste. The cryo rounds will use it up. So that makes this very situational. No Retreat can also be used to simplify your mechanics. So in this scenario, we're gonna skip the cryo rounds and go straight to the Zenith. Doing that, it's a 4-second kill. In testing against the Pyromaniac boss on hard mode, I took him down in just 2 shots. One from Storm Snare that picked up the No Retreat damage, and the second shot from Zenith. So it was a 4-second kill time, which isn't bad. Now the main competition for this mod slot is Dangerous Ambush, and why they're competing is because they're both arcade tech. So if you're flying solo using Dangerous Ambush, it's all about that kill shot when the boss is down on all 4s. Using the same mechanics, I basically had the same results. 2 shots, around the same time. This one was 5 seconds, but you know, that's the player, not the mod. And Dangerous Ambush netted a slightly higher damage output, but both mods are situational and basically reverses the order of the big punch. No Retreat front loads the extra damage and gives you the healing you're going to need to finish the job if the fight continues. Where Dangerous Ambush gives you the power at the end of the fight, or what could potentially be the end of the fight. But if you're running Haley, Dangerous Ambush is likely still the better pick because of its no cooldown advantage. But remember, there's more to No Retreat than damage. It also gives you heals. That aside, there's a chance you can exploit Dangerous Ambush's damage when the boss isn't targeting you. Although it's not a very high chance, it's still a chance. And for group play on higher HP bosses that will need to go down more than once before they are eliminated, you might get more out of Ambush mod because you can spam your Zenith in those situations. You could throw out 10 shots there, and with No Retreat, that first shot is going to hit really hard with whatever skill that you use, but everything after that, when the boss is down, Dangerous Ambush is going to take the cake. So when does No Retreat shine? Let me throw a little bit of reality on you, and I don't think anybody else is going to tell you this. At the current state of the game, the way it's going, although Dangerous Ambush appears to be better in group play, you better load up that first shot with as much damage as possible. There's a lot of Haleys running around out there, and there's there's not going to be much room for additional shots. I think it'll work best for Descendants who lead with a hard-hitting skill. If Dangerous Ambush is actually an option, you're going to have to carefully consider. So think Blair with his Fireball. No Retreat is perfect for a front and center brawler like Kyle with his Super or Viessa with her Blizzard. Let me know your thoughts down below. But now let's talk about the Biosync Shield.
Let's do this!
Yep, it's all about shields, baby. It converts 17.5% of your health recovery from health orbs into shield recovery. Base cost, it's a ridiculously cheap 4 mod slots. That's crazy. When you enhance it to 7 slots, it converts a whopping 70% of a health orb recovery into shield recovery. You can get this one by combining mods too, or through mission drops, but I farmed Dead Bride using Haley. Took me around 20 clears, and yeah, I started to question my life choices. Who does this mod work for? Basically any Descendant with shields. Sorry, Glay. But if your Descendant has a chunky shield bar, this mod is chef's kiss. It's incredible for Enzo. For example, if you haven't fought in the Agna Desert Special Ops, I'll tell you it's tough. Pretty much every NPC is a heavy, and a lot of them disable your skills. And Enzo has crazy shield recovery thanks to his drone. And this mod and that drone together are a godsend. Enzo's enhanced combat suit skill summons a drone that heals his shields with an initial 25% boost, and then it's 6% after that, which isn't too exciting. Biosync keeps those shields regenerating hard during and after that initial 25%, even when skills are disabled. So when your drone's offline and the floor is littered with health orbs, Biosync fills the gap. You get your insane shield recovery, extending your survival. Look at these situations and keep an eye on my shield bar. This combo is a dream in tough fights. Even when you're out of mana, Biosync keeps you in the game. And if your HP is full, but shields are low, no problem. Now those health orbs aren't litter, they're little red boxes from heaven to top off your shields. It's basically dual healing. And pairing this up with HP Collector mod makes it even better. So that's the rundown on Biosync Shield. Massive shield recovery for any shield heavy Descendant. I'll be playing around with this one more, but so far it's been a game changer. Final thoughts? Well, No Retreat is a situational powerhouse for Descendants who lead with strong single hit skills. The question is who, and I'm still on the hunt to find the best fitting Descendant for it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But the Biosync Shield is an absolute must-have for anyone who needs reliable shield recovery. I recommend equipping it on your Enzo first. Let me know what you think of these mods and how you're planning to use them in your builds. Stay frosty, Bandidos. Thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Tuxedo Bandido. That's Tito Bandido.
One and only.
And this was another episode of The First Descendant. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss out on the fantastic experiences waiting for you in The First Descendant. And if you like videos like this, check out the one I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you want to see covered, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make everything possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be without you.
When you buy or download anything for the First Descendant, be sure to use Tux's creator code to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Follow me.